Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rachelle and I'm doing a weekly reading for the collective, starting with some prosperity dust. We are smack in the middle of Mercury in the Gatorade. So, yeah, it hasn't been that crazy for me at least. But you know, there's always the usual delays and snafus and learn to roll with it, right? It's a great way to learn to flex that patience muscle. I'm just grabbing some angel cards here. We have truth, two angels looking at one another, holding hands, and spontaneity. Ooh, we've got an angel doing a little martial arts move there. Truth and spontaneity. Spontaneously telling the truth? Speaking your truth? Alright, let's look at the wisdom of the oracle. By the book, number 11. Yin, number 2. A leg up in reverse, 34. It feels like I don't know. You're not fully in alignment with yourself. It's like, there's something here about like following the paved path, the paved road, the what's been laid out before you, and being open, being actively receptive to receive whatever you're supposed to get by following this particular path, being on this particular journey that others have done before. It's like you have the recipe and you're like, okay, I made the recipe, and now I'm waiting for the thing to be done cooking. But for some reason, you don't feel like, you don't want to accept help or advice. Let me look at a leg up here real quick. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna do what you say, and then at the last minute you're like, I don't need any help, I got this. So what's going on here? Are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Yeah. Do you have little faith that help will come, convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded as they do not serve you at all. Yeah. It's like you're getting the instruction and then you're like, I got this. I'm good from here. But, you've only gotten like you can definitely, you would do well to accept assistance, advice, something that's going to help you along your journey. Let me look at the Osho Zen Tarot. Comparison. 5 of Clouds. It's almost like you feeling like, okay, I'm gonna do what these others have done, but then because of being a newbie in some way, being a beginner, you are finding yourself, it's like you want to prove yourself. There's like a desire or need to prove yourself because you're brand new at something. But you don't have all the information, but you want to make it seem like you do. Like you have the skills or abilities or something. The Fool. Aries energy. Yeah, you want to prove yourself. And you're like, I don't need anybody to help me, or I can't let people help me because, or I don't know, I can't accept assistance because then it won't count, or it'll lessen my impact or something. Letting go. 8 of Water. Maybe there's something about letting go of the need to compare yourself. Going in a new direction. Maybe you've been on, it could be the kind of thing where you've been on a certain trajectory. You've been doing something, following the lead of others. And you get to a point where you're like, what they are doing doesn't match who I am or what I want. And so you're like, all right, well, I'm going to go in a new direction. And I don't need someone else's help because they're not on the same path as me. They don't have the same inclinations or motivations or something. Yeah, so it could be, well, let's see. Let's just keep going. Keep going. The wisdom of the House of Night. Forbidden, 18. What's forbidden here? Is it like you're in a certain group or following a certain path, you have to do things a certain way? For some reason, I'm thinking of Bikram yoga. That I have heard is, it's like anybody who wants to do Bikram yoga, they have to follow the certain steps that have been laid out. And so some people are like, well, but I want to do my form of yoga, but I still want it to be hot. And so, there's been the whole offshoot called hot yoga that people are like, I'm going to do it my way. I'm still going to have the heat, but I don't need to follow it exactly the way Bikram yoga set it up for me. Or you think of like a franchise, like a restaurant franchise. And if you choose to buy into that franchise, then you have to follow those requirements, those criteria. Forbidden, conclusion, 12. It's like something's forbidden, has been forbidden. You've been told, and you're kind of a little bit of a rebel here. You're like, oh, well, if you're telling me I can't, then I'm going to figure out how I can do it my way. But maybe my way is better. Or at the very least, it's different. I don't want to do it your way. I want to do it my way. Summon, 13. Let me look at Summon. I forget what this one's about. Oh, and I opened to Forbidden. As your goddess, I am sending you this warning. You are about to enter into a situation that will not be easy and could cause you or others pain. That's the forbidden part. Huh. It's a warning. So, it could be where you're like, I'm going to do what I want, but you may not know enough to go out on your own. Conclusion, this is the time of endings and new beginnings. Drawing this symbol indicates that you have come to the end of some experience in your life and are about to enter a new one. Yeah. You're going in a new direction, and you're actively receptive to, it's like you're open, you're ready. You're like, it could be that by following what has done before could cause pain. And you're like, okay, then I'm ending that and I'm going in a new direction. Like, it's almost like you're getting advice, you know, like from someone, you know, could be from someone who's meaning, has, you know, they mean well, but they don't understand you or what you want to do. And they're like, well, no, you gotta follow these, you know, steps, and you gotta do it this way. And you're like, yeah, but we're comparing apples and oranges here. We're comparing bamboo and trees. It's very different. And if you stay on that path, that's what's going to cause you pain. And so you're like, okay, I'm going in a new direction. I'm going to try my own thing. Because then we have summon. When you choose this card, it is a symbol to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward. So this is you getting in touch with your own magic, what you know works for you. You're closing something out. You have a new beginning, and you're like, okay, what can I do? You're moving away from assistance because that assistance it's not in alignment with what you want to do. And so you're like, I got to go out on my own. I'm a pioneer. I got to go bushwhacking, right? So, yeah. Let me get some tea leaf cards. And this kind of speaks to the spontaneity. You're like, I'm going to do something new. And it's like a spontaneous decision where you just, maybe you felt like you were just kind of shut down, kept getting shut down, or, you know, put into this box. And you're like, I don't want to be in the box. So I'm just going to, screw this. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna let go. I'm gonna let go. I gotta go after what feels right. I gotta let go of what doesn't serve, and I gotta let go of expectations. Let go of comparing myself to something or someone that there's no comparison in the first place. Bouquet. Compliments from an admirer. Fly. A period of ill health and depression. Huh. Tankard. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. Okay. So, I mean, this period of ill health and depression, it could come from, like, you know, you go in a new direction and there's a period of time of adjustment, and maybe you're like, oh, God, what did I do? I've left what I've known behind. I'm, you know, forging a new path, and I'm all alone, and why did I even do that? And, you know, like with this depression here, depression comes from focusing too heavily on the past and feeling regret, feeling like I made the wrong decisions and these things happened and I feel bad about it. But it's so interesting that it's falling between compliments. Like, you're getting compliments, and maybe for a period of time you don't feel like you deserve it, or they don't land because you're in a period of depression, but then you come out of it and there's this celebration, fun, and enjoyment on the other side of this period of ill health, whatever this is. Maybe the ill health is from being on this other path. You know, you were going along and it just didn't fit. It did not fit who you are. It was causing you pain. It was causing you ill health. And you might have come to an understanding that if you stayed on that path, it was going to lead you to not good things. And so, you know, and maybe, yeah, I mean, it could be, you know, where something has been manifesting within your body, within, or your mind or something. Now, this could have already happened, and, you know, you're coming out of it. Like, everyone's on a different timeline. But ultimately, like, things seem like they're going to, they're turning around because you are taking those steps. Let me get some cards from the Angel Tarot. The High Priestess, Archangel Haniel. And this is, for me as a reader, all water signs, Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. Consider carefully what you want before acting. You're ready to take a leap in a new direction. Something is ending. You're closing out a cycle. Consider what you want before acting. Listen to your intuition. Release. Release. Let go. This is Scorpio energy. Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or situation. Spiritual transformation. Time to move on. Conclusion. Conclusion. Letting go. Moving on. Yeah. Yeah. And the world. This is fixed signs. Scorpio again, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. Archangel Michael. A job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path toward enlightenment. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. You are letting something go here. Very, very clearly, very decisively. And because of that, you are moving in a new direction. And this is like closing out a cycle and taking time to just give yourself a pat on the back. Have some fun. You put in a lot of effort here. You've put in a lot of effort, and now it's time for you to move in a new direction. And you are compliments from an admirer. Job well done. Someone has seen you on your path, or they've encountered you along your path, and they're like, wow, you've done all that. That's amazing. Oh, you're going in this new direction? Wow, that's really inspiring. Like, yeah. So, okay, where are we at? Magic of You Oracle. Avenoir. Make peace with your past. Number 1. Make peace with your past. You had to go through this. You had to go through this period of comparison, of feeling, I don't know, feeling less than, or feeling like, I don't know, you had to follow the leader because that was a part of the learning. It doesn't mean it was bad that you did it, even though you might be getting down on yourself for some reason. But it helped you to clarify what's important to you and to stand in your own integrity around taking care of yourself. So you're making peace with the past. Everything aligned in such a way to get you to where you are now. And, you know, and then that is a part of the journey. doable. The key is within your grasp. Number 4. Yeah. The key is within your grasp. That's a part of a job well done. The path toward enlightenment. The key is within your grasp. You gotta, somehow that key is gonna open a new door for you. It's a part of the letting go and moving in a new direction. Merak. Embrace oneness with the universe. 16. Huh. Embrace oneness with the universe. So both of these break down to a 7. This could be where, as you go in a new direction, you're getting messages, signs, something from your spirit guides, from the angels, from your higher self. You're getting some kind of nudge that maybe you've been ignoring. Maybe letting go is a part of what, it's like you have to let go of some kind of expectation that came up earlier about how things are going to play out. It's like maybe you have to start on a path, and somewhere along that path you're meant to pivot, but you won't know, like, until you start the path, you won't know what to do. That opportunity